back to another episode of Victory Adventure, and today we're going to be doing another Nerf review. It has been a long while since we have done a Nerf review. Now, this review is about the Nerf Longstrike. The Nerf Longstrike is essentially just a reskin of the old Nerf Longstrike, the blue one. No one really bought that because of its performance, but this is a reskin in the Modulus line. Has loads of tactical rails. Put anything on here. You can put 3 scopes if you like. I don't know. Whatever you want to do with it. And I'm going to be giving you guys a review on it, firing demo, and let's just cut to the unboxing and you can see what's included in the box. So included with the blaster is 18 Modulus darts, the blaster itself, the Longstrike official barrel attachment, the stock which comes detached, and once you put this on you can't take it out, the Nerf scope, Modulus scope in just a new repaint, a bipod which is actually the same bipod as the Raptor Strike, it's just in a different color now, and the bolt handle and 3 magazines, 2 can slip in. I'll talk about that later. So this is the assembly of the Nerf Longstrike. This stock is not detachable once you put it in. I think wait, it's supposed to just slip in. And there you go, guys. That's the stock in. And then, oopsie, what am I? Oh, I'm good. Never mind. Quick bit of first stock. Then the barrel attachment is just a normal Nerf and Strike barrel attachment. Goes on, slips on. This is detachable. This is not detachable. It's a really long gun kind of feel if you can see it. And then the scope, it's just a normal end strike rail. You can just slide it on. There's actually a few tack rails. I'll talk about that later. Bipod. You can just slip on to the. This is so long, guys, and I'm short. So I'm just gonna, is that in? Yep, that has gone in. So that is the Longstrike, and then the bolt handle, you just have to slip it in from the side. You don't even need the instruction manual, do you guys? You have to, this is threaded, I think, so does it? No, it's not threaded. So yeah, this is actually a threaded bolt handle. The old Longstrike, I remember, it didn't have this threaded design. It just snaps into place. So this one, you can actually take it out and then put it away if you want to like store it, and it makes it a bit less wide as well. So just gonna tighten this. And make sure not to do it too tight, otherwise it might not be able to prime as well. And obviously include the Modulus darts and the magazines I'll talk about later. And that was the assembly of the Nerf Longstrike. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna get straight into the overview of the Nerf Modulus Longstrike. So the Longstrike is basically, as I was saying earlier, a reskin of the original Longstrike that came out in the N-Strike Elite Series. I think it was in 2010. So this is basically the exact same thing, a few new accessories, but other than that, this is completely the same blaster. Obviously it comes with a few more accessories, and at that time when the Longstrike came out, it was the go-to like sniper kind of feel rifle. So you could like, when you like picked it up, you thought, oh wait, I feel like a sniper, because it was really long. It was actually the longest blaster at the time of release. But the problem with the Longstrike, the old Longstrike, was that its power was very, very mediocre. So if you used, let's say, a Strife or like another motorized, or even a Springer like the Hammer Shot, even the Hammer Shot would shoot further than the Longstrike, because the Longstrike, it had a reverse plunger system. But the new Modulus Longstrike has updated internals. It's the same blaster on the outside, same thing, exactly the same, except it has a direct plunger which shoots with more power, so it shoots in line with other Nerf Elite and Modulus blasters. So it's the same thing. So it comes with the exact same barrel, same blaster, same technique of priming. It's just, as I said earlier, the original Longstrike, the bolt thread just snapped into place. This one you can actually unscrew if you want to make the blaster a bit less wide, because the bolt handle makes it a lot wider. So the overall performance, it goes a bit over the line of normal N-Strike Elite blasters. In my test, it went at 75 feet per second using microengraph tests. So it goes at 75 feet per second as an average over 6 darts. I've used one 6-dart clip, and then the average of 12 is 74, a bit less. And then with the barrel, I did another test because, as you know, sometimes barrels can bounce a bit. But this barrel, if I'm just going to take it out for you guys, this barrel, as you can see, is a lot wider than most other N-Strike barrels. Obviously, it has its own N-Strike barrel lug, so you can just put another barrel. But I think this is probably the best barrel for the Longstrike. Not that it just comes with it; it also just looks the best. It's very sleek, and it just looks good. If you're going for sniper status, obviously, I think this is probably the longest barrel out of all the Nerf guns ever. Because this is really long barrel, but it also doesn't affect your performance as much because it's a bit wider. Basic overview of blaster. It includes a scope. Now, scopes don't normally affect your accuracy damage because Nerf guns aren't exactly the most accurate, especially with the Modulus darts that it comes with. If you're going for accuracy, you should always use like AccuStrike or Adventure Force Wafflehead darts if you really want that accuracy. Just a basic function of blaster. It's bolt action. So you can do that. Now that's half primed. There's a priming indicator on here, so you can see when I primed it, it goes orange, and when I'll shoot it in a bit, it'll go back to like a gray normal color. Now, when you pulled it back, to release the magazine, you have to pull this back like I just did, and then you can see there's a magazine release right here. So let's say you just ran out, you just reach your finger across like that, take your mag out, and then reload. Let's say you want to reload the magazines. Just a quick overview. These are I believe these are the same magazines as the Raptor Strike magazines. They're half clear, half white. So these they're really smooth, obviously, and you can. This is a normal normal magazine. So you can just put in like an 18-dart mag if you like, but snipers use 6-dart mags. Everyone knows that. And if you know me, I love snipers because I'm more like a sniper guy who just goes up to the highest window. There's a Nerf battle in the backyard, let's say. I just go to the highest window, shoot down, snipe everyone out, and then I win the battle for my team. Or if it's individual, obviously I'm going sniping. But I also do have like the Prometheus for to like mow everyone down. That's like a different type of blaster. At the back you have a stock. This stock is actually one of the only Modulus blasters to have like a permanent stock. Once you clip this in, it's not coming out. It doesn't have like a stock attachment point. This stock can hold 2 6-round magazines. These come included with a blaster, but sadly you can't put any other magazines in here other than 6-dart clips. Well, not clips, sorry. I'm just so used to Nerf stuff. It's not a clip, it's a magazine, guys. It's a magazine, okay? So as you can see, also you have this access door, the jam access. If there's any jams, you can just reach your finger in there. You can only open it once it's like half primed. But I did not experience any jams with this blaster while testing it when I was doing my chrono average test. So obviously the feel of the blaster, the grip is more like, it's less like, it's not like a Prometheus, that's like completely other way. But if if you had like a flywheel or like, let's say, the Rapid Strike, it feels a lot different because this is more like a long rifle, like a sniper rifle. So if you want that grip to feel like a sniper rifle, this feels like a sniper rifle. I've never personally had an old Longstrike, like the ones that came back in the day, the blue ones. But if you've ever held that, this is basically the same thing, just a reskin. So the internals, as I said, these are updated to keep up with the standard. It actually goes above the 70 FPS average, like I said earlier. So tactical rails, there's actually 3. One here, and one at the back. I would recommend putting your scope at the back one. You can put it here, I tried that, it's okay, but this is better because, just for sniper status, it's not really affecting your accuracy. Another thing, when you take off the scope, if you can see, there's actually this U iron sight at the front, and then on the barrel, I flipped this up right now, this comes down, but there's an iron sight on the barrel, where you can flick up, and this little iron sight aligns with the U, so you can also do that. I would say both of them are basically the same, because Nerf darts are not accurate unless you use like AccuStrike or waffle head darts. So the only time the scope will actually come in handy, even a bit, like that's the only way I would recommend using AccuStrike darts with this. Overall, this blaster is really fun to use if you want like sniper, and it doesn't actually perform as badly as the old Longstrike, because if you bought an old Longstrike, that meant you did not care about performance, you just cared about the looks. This one has the looks of the Longstrike, but it also has the power of a normal Nerf Elite blaster, and it also has the bipod is the exact same as the Raptor Strike bipod. I'm going to take it off for a second. So this bipod, it can spin 360, so you can like spin it around. I would keep it in this position if I were you. And it has these buttons where you can extend the legs. They have, I think, a few settings. So that's the 1 setting, then that's the 2, then that's the 3, yeah. And then I think you can also like lower these down. Oh wait, I'm not able to do this, am I? Yeah. So there's like different settings. Like there's like, or you can just put them like that. I wish these had like some weight, so you could just do that and they fall off, but you have to pull them, so you'll have to use both of your hands or just one hand really. Anyway, that is the bipod, same as the Raptor Strike, just in white, because obviously Modulus colors. Modulus series is basically just the series has most of the guns well, blasters are white. So the priming action is actually really smooth. Once you've primed it, obviously the indicator, that's really useful. And more about the storage stock. These are pretty secure. I mean, imagine if you're like, waving your blaster around at like top speed, they might just fall off. But if you're just playing normal, like running really fast with this blaster, then these are really, really safe, like really, really secure. But they're also not like, too hard to like let's say I want to pull it out. It's not too hard to like, even for me, I'm a kid, so obviously I'm less strong. So, but they're really easy to take out as well, even though they hold it really nice. Tack rails, 1 tack rail here, 1 tack rail here, 1 tack rail here. I don't know what you do with them, maybe put 3 scopes, I don't know. There's a tack rail here, and that's about on the tactics point. The Modulus Longstrike has 2 tactics, and the barrel has 2 tactics. So this is like the pro sniper feel. I'm gonna give you guys a demo of the firing in a bit. We're just saying, that's how loud it sounds. I've just hit a wall over there, which I was not supposed to hit, but you can see I personally love this paint job. It's like a really like tiger stripe pattern. I love this, to be honest, because it has like some white stripes. So it's like Modulus, because green is kind of also like a Modulus color. That's more like Ghost Ops, which is like clear than green. So I know what I'm referring to now. So obviously the magazine. Now I just want to talk about something. The Amazon listing. If you go onto Amazon, some of the images, the scope has been put on backwards on them, and in the main image, the scope is up here, but when I actually tried to put the scope here, watch. When I actually tried to put the scope on, it can't go on, it's too short. So it's like half on in the images. They put the scope at the very, very front of the blaster. So and then it's over here, and then like it's just so weird because the scope can't even fit here. So you just have to take that off. It fits here, and it also comfortably fits here, like that. So yeah. At the Amazon listing, for some reason in the main listing they've shoved in the magazine backwards. So you can see this one's straight because you can see like the till. But they put it in where the white side is on this side. So they must have I think they must have broken the blaster while putting it in. And in some of the images, I think this has been updated, but old images of Amazon of this, the kid in the images, he was lying on the grass like a sniper. He was looking at the scope upside down. This is a pretty easy mistake for some Nerf noobs. Just make sure this little notch thingy goes at the front. It will always point at the front. So if this is over here, that's the front of the end strike attachment. I know for scopes it can be pretty easy to, I think, but I actually had to figure that out on this bipod, because this bipod, you don't know which way it's gonna go unless you see the little notch. So overall, I really like this blaster, and let's just go to the fire then. It's firing demo, guys, and you can see how good or bad this blaster is. Okay, see you there. This the firing demo, we're using a Nerf Modulus Elite normal darts. So, as you just saw, guys, that was the firing demo. I fired 6 Modulus Elite darts. I couldn't find any Nerf Accu-Strike darts, but you should always use Accu-Strike darts if you want to go the most accurate. You can see some of my darts in the firing demo went flying all over the place, and some of them actually hit the bullseye. So yeah, I would definitely recommend some waffle head darts or Accu-Strike darts for this. But my conclusion about the Nerf Longstrike is that this is a really great overall weapon if your style is to like hide behind like the bushes. Get it if you're playing like a Nerf 4 where you have like teams and you're like this team sniper. You can. It's really useful to be able to like take out people from afar without showing yourself. But you obviously need your teammates to also go in and distract them so that they don't find your location. So the Longstrike, as I said before, my chrono average was 75 feet per second. It's on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description if you want to buy this blaster. It's amazing. I would definitely recommend this to anyone who wants a sniper. If you're expecting this to be more like a get-in-your-face kind of weapon, do not buy that. For that, you either want like a flywheeler or you want a better spring like the Alpha Trooper or the Mediator, which I wouldn't say that's more like a secondary, but yeah. So my opinion on the Nerf Longstrike is a very positive review. So go check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. Like the video, subscribe. We're getting closer and closer to 150 subscribers. So yeah. See you guys.